Hey everybody, back again. I said the other day that I was going to do another video about what if, turning the what ifs into what is. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that. It's always been a problem for me in the past when I thought, what if I can't get sober? What if I can't graduate high school? I almost didn't do that. What if I can't um, get to work on time? Simple things. Um, but slowly, as I've been learning these three principles and such, I've realized that it's not what if. Um, because if you're constantly in what if, you will lose track of what is and what's happening right in front of you, moment to moment. Um, it's very important to get and stay in this moment, and it's easy to get sucked right out of it. Um, but things happen. So, I was just talking to somebody today about some of their issues with their goals and what they want in life. And I kept hearing him say, "Well, what if I don't reach this goal?" And I told him, I said, "Well, what if you don't reach it?" Um, he told me, "Well, then I'll be unhappy." And I said, "Well, are you unhappy now?" And I asked him that, and he told me that he wasn't necessarily unhappy in the moment. So I told him that he's creating this unhappiness thinking about what if? What if he doesn't land this job he wants? Or what if he doesn't get this place he wants to move into? Um, you know, there's just so much that you can create feeling wise through the thought process of what if. And even in what he didn't realize is that right now he was actually having a good time, having a good conversation with me, but having the feelings of what if in the future. Um, if you can't get out of that what if and get into the what is, it can be very, 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 very real feeling. It feels like you're just getting sucked down and down and down again. Um, but it's not real. That hasn't even happened because it's a what if. So I don't know. I just kind of wanted to go into that and explain it to you guys. I'm going to go a little more into the goal aspect of it too, because um, there's this whole goal setting idea that we make in our lives, and we think the big house, the family, the kids, the fancy cars, the nice job, lots of money is what's going to make us happy. Um, but in the means of reaching that goal, we feel productive and we are usually happy. So working your way up the chain in a job to get to the president's seat or vice president's seat, or a higher up position starting from the bottom, you might be happy through that whole period, and then once you get to the top you realize it's just another job, and maybe after a year of doing it, you are wondering, what else is there to get. So you buy the big house, you buy the fancy cars, but you always keep creating these new goals to try to set for yourself for happiness. But in all reality, goals don't create happiness. And happiness, I like to say joy. Joy is an actual feeling. Um, Joy is what is intended to be felt and what comes and goes when something happy happens. It's just like sadness. And, if you're really sad, the sadness doesn't last forever. It eventually passes. Um, but it feels like it lasts forever. I've talked to a few people that have been like, I've been depressed for a week straight. And I'm like, well, what'd you do yesterday? Oh, well, I hung out with my son and I took him to the park and we had a great time. We went out to eat together. Well, were you depressed during that moment? No, but they don't see that when they're depressed in the moment, living in a long span of time, let's just say a week total from the past. So it's important to realize how you're feeling in the moment. And if you could sit back, meditation helps with it. Take a deep breath and listen to the actual thoughts going on in your head and how they make you feel, and focus on the body and the feelings that come with it. It kind of shows you that a lot of those feelings are temporary. They come and go. So let's just say the big thing to realize with the goal setting is it's not bad to set goals. It's motivation. You can keep going with goals, and it's good to have goals. But it's not good to have goals if your reason for them is happiness in the end. So try to realize that you can have a goal in the future that you're working towards. But right now is where you will find your happiness. So that's all I'm going to share with today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions about what is or the what ifs, please comment, send me a link. I do private sessions with people on the 3 principles. So please just contact me if you know anybody or if you guys want private sessions, Zoom or in person. Thank you so much. Bye.